I'm not one to stir the pot much. I leave that to like Slick Johnson. I might poke Randy B a little bit here and there, but I keep it pretty chill, right? But there's one thing that absolutely pisses me off, and that's fish kills, especially when they're caused by tournaments. And 2 years ago in Lake Guntersville, there was a big bass event, and dude, there was a massive amount of fish killed. They were floating all around the boat ramp. There's 2 dead fish right here. That's among the 25 that I've counted. There's another one over there. There's another one over there. There's 2 back there, like a 5-6 pounder back there. And then I can see 4 more right there. I put up a video about it showing you guys, it was terrible, dude. It was unacceptable, and it makes it unarguable that tournaments have a negative impact on fisheries. Now, let's pause for a second. Let's fast forward. I want you to imagine something. Imagine you're fishing a derby. You catch a fish, you weigh it, it automatically logs the weight. It goes to a leaderboard, and then you release that fish right where you caught it. You never move that fish from where it was living. No boxing fish up in the live well, no dead fish. And you might say, yeah, that's probably kind of the future of fishing and stuff, but it isn't here. It is here, dude. It's here for actually one of the most universal tournament formats we have, the team tournament. Everybody fishes that. And that's exactly what this video is about. We need to really start thinking about how we're gonna preserve and protect our fisheries, but still be able to do what we wanna do and have some fun with it. Because I think there is a way forward where we can do both. So hit that like and subscribe button for me. And if you guys have that hype button, go ahead and smash that. If you hate the channel or you love the channel, I think there's a gateway for us to take care of our fisheries, but keep doing and keep enjoying the competitive tournament aspect of our sport. But we have to make a few changes, and that's exactly what we're gonna talk about. So a lot of you guys know I'm a big fan of the MLF Team Series, dude. It does a couple things, right? So it's fall, there isn't much fishing to watch. A lot of guys are hunting. I love watching fishing this time of year. I love watching fishing any time of year. It's cool also because they go to some kind of unique small lake places. They were actually in Wisconsin a few weeks ago, and they were on lakes that when I go up north to Wisconsin, I actually fish. So it was cool to see kind of the sneaky things that they're doing. So it starts tomorrow in Alabama, and actually you can see an example of what we're going to talk about in process as they run that event. But the big key here is they've been using this technology for the past few years, and it's this Bubba App integration thing. And basically what it is it allows you to weigh a fish after you catch it. It automatically logs the weight, and then it sends it to an online web app kind of leaderboard, dude. You can immediately release the fish, and then if you want, you can actually track where the fish are caught. So there's actually conservation benefits, right? So local conservation organizations or the state can actually log, hey, this is the size of the fish, this is where it was caught. That's good data to have kind of moving forward to kind of evaluate fisheries. Now, the past few years, this wasn't available to kind of the consumer. It was something specifically with MLF and Bubba. As of now, team tournaments, local tournament directors, if you're running an event like the Gambler Free Tournament, you can implement this technology. It's accessible and ready to go. Now, are there some challenges? Yeah, we're gonna get into that in a second. But this could potentially reduce the impact tournaments are having on fisheries without having to cancel. I mean, that's the big fear, right? We don't want to stop tournament fishing. We don't want to cancel these events. It hurts tourism. It hurts my feelings because I think they're cool events. We just need a better way to do it, a way that doesn't impact these fisheries and doesn't kill a bunch of fish, dude. Like, that's kind of the simplest way to put it. 100%. There's some honesty challenges, you know? Like, there's a lot of guys that, you know, you wonder, are they going to be honest? Are they going to pull on the tail a little bit? Are they going to kind of pull on the scale maybe a little bit to kind of get that extra bump as they log the fish? There's no doubt that's an issue, and I think we're in the infancy of starting this process, but there's ways around it, and it's like what we're doing right now, dude. I've been shooting videos since God, 2010, man. And you know, at that time, the technology was new, it was weird, it was confusing. Bro, like, you can shoot stuff with a phone now. It's super easy, video, photography, whatever. It's a lot easier to implement that technology for just about anybody. So you can have these guys take pictures of their fish as they're weighing them. You can shoot videos. You can sort of implement ways to verify the way these guys are weighing fish. Now, is there gonna be a learning curve? Yeah, no doubt. Is there still gonna be cheating and guys pushing the envelope? Yeah, no doubt about it. But I think that's a part of the sort of like growing pains of things changing and improving. We're gonna have to figure out ways around this to sort of stop cheating, to sort of, you know, disallow guys from sort of pushing the limits. But the outcome is the biggest thing. And the outcome is less of an impact on fisheries, less dead fish, and just better fisheries, dude, with less pressure, with less of a toll on the events that we want to have that really, I mean, I don't know if I want to say we live for them, but we're so passionate about. Like, I look forward to fishing those ABAs on the weekend. If I could look forward to it and also know that it's a process that's not gonna like hurt Lake Guntersville, that's not gonna hurt this fishery, where I shoot all these videos, where I have a blast when I'm fishing some of these, you know, Monday nighters and things like that. Dude, that makes the process, that makes the event, that makes the situation all the more better. And there's also some benefits, right? So one of the things, if you watch the team series tomorrow, that you'll see is the standard for like a tournament kind of deal is everybody goes sploosh at the end, right? You box your fish up, you put them in the live well, you show up to weigh in, you weigh your fish, and it's like Joe Bass has 20, you got 19, you know, it's all kind of happening at the end. Well, with this sort of like digital web app approach, there's a running leaderboard, dude. Everybody can see what's happening. So you sort of exponentially increase the competition. So instead of one big sploosh at the end, there's like a minute by minute update going on where it's like, dude, like Joe just caught a freaking 5-pounder. I'm down by 5.5. I need a 6 to get back in the mix. So this head-to-head sort of real-time competition is emphasized and created instead of just at the end of the day, everybody kind of pulling their weight. And as I said before, it also protects these fish. We're not boxing them up, especially during spring. We're not moving them around from where they were. And I think that's one of the most important parts. And then getting into those summer kind of events, dude, those fish being boxed up after they're caught deep, you don't need to fizz them. You know, you're not worried about bringing a bunch of ice to put in the live well to make sure you take care of them. It takes all these extra credit things that we need to do to take care of fish out of the equation, because we're focused on catching them, weighing them, and getting them released in a good manner, and then we move forward and focus on catching fish. And that's really the most important part. Like, we can't be playing the lottery and saying, you know, I don't know if this event's gonna like kill a bunch of fish. It's a bad time of year to have the event. We need to have the event. They're gonna kill a bunch of fish. We can't play that lottery, dude. I'm a strong believer that we need change when it comes to this tournament stuff. I don't wanna see tournament fishing go away. Don't get me wrong, because I think that would be terrible. It'd be terrible for tourism. It'd be terrible for the competitive sort of gaming nature of our sport. I like watching it, it's entertaining, right? But we need a new way to look at it and a new way to approach it, because the outcome, it's gonna benefit us, the people that are coming into fishing, the younger anglers. Overall, it's gonna have a positive impact on what we're doing. And that's really important to me, because fishing has been a passion project. I make money off of YouTube. It's been a financial benefit to me. And just to be honest, it means so much to me just to be out here and have this resource to tap into. And dude, to bend the rod, like it gives me so much fulfillment, I guess, for lack of a better word. And I can't imagine losing that. So if you guys want to check out this process, they're literally using it in the MLF Team Series tomorrow. It starts in Alabama. If you're a local guy, dude, it applies. They're in like down in central Alabama, I think in Oxford. So it's going to be cool to see kind of how they jump around, because they select smaller lakes and kind of bounce around, and the competitive kind of head to head, seeing these guys kind of make decisions together and argue, which is kind of amusing sometimes. But if you guys want to see that tournament sort of system in process, tune into the live tomorrow for the MLF Team Series. I'm going to drop a link to it in the description box below. I think it's the direction we need to go with these tournaments. I know it's not perfect yet, but we need to kind of take the high road and implement the change so that in the end, we can keep doing what we want to do. Drop it down in the comments box and give me a little bit of feedback. Check out that MLF Team Series. It's a cool format. The Wisconsin event was absolutely sick, but we will check you later. I'm going to go slang on a few, but release them immediately.
God, look at that meat potato.